up with them. In city after city, they've slashed police budgets. They've hijacked and dismantled the criminal justice system. They've passed laws that made it impossible for police officers to do our job effectively. Here's the sad truth that every cop in this country knows. The violence and chaos we're seeing now isn't a side effect. It isn't an unintended consequence. It's actually the goal. The radical left doesn't really want better policing. They don't really care about making the justice system fairer. What they want is no policing. What they want is a justice system that just stops working altogether. In places where Democrats are in power, the radical left is getting exactly what they want.
Cool. You're listening to LA Talk Radio.
I've never seen
You're listening to Still I Rise Tea Party with Tarsha Rodgers, only on LA Talk Radio.
We discussed, it's kind of open dialogue. Okay, right now we're talking about the 5 love languages, which is very important to marriage and relationships. The last meeting that we had was kind of open dialogue. We had Rodgers with it. And one thing about this group, if one partner doesn't come, it's not a group. Yeah, the other partner is not going to show up. Unlike your traditional group, which is individualized, this is not. So our last meeting, we only had one couple because everything came up with other people. Our previous group, we had 4 couples. Okay. So we're hoping to have more coming up.
One thing I want to say, and I keep on trying to emphasize this, I want to be non-traditional because a lot of times we have groups and it's like we're going to regular dialogue. It's going to be open dialogue, talk about everything, and the story has never been harder.
Well, I know when Keith and I had the pleasure of
two things that keep us going. We look at the victims, the vulnerable, the regular working people who count on.
I know part of that is
We
because
keep strapping on our duty belts and full resistant vests because we know we can't let them down. And when we do that, we hear the words of our president, who says to police officers everywhere, I will never let you down.
Where was your
We know that he hasn't, and we know that he won't.
everybody's making it. It's like, don't feel like your marriage is perfect. Nobody's marriage is perfect. I try to tell people, I know that
Family safety,
don't
the
put a
safety
lot
of all
on
Americans.
Facebook.
There's no other choice.
Valentine's, birthdays, anniversaries, lovey-dovey, or whatever. But we're pretty transparent.
We can have no safety,
Not
no
down,
justice.
not like you give them to the younger people. Argue, just like any other married couple. We have disagreements. We have times, I think the man and I talk to you, vice versa. It's marriage. Right. And, it's just two people trying to be happy with each other and they're going to deal with their differences. So I never want to come across as perfect, but I've been in some groups with people and it's like acting like, forget it. Because how are you going to grow? How are you going to, if there's things that need to be healed, how are you going to heal them?
People like us, we'll be able to speak for ourselves on the streets. Think about energy, and sometimes that energy can change all the dynamics that's what's going on. And we was actually talking about that. I don't know if that was today or yesterday. We were talking about just certain couples that we don't mind really being around because whether they're going through their own personal stuff, just to tell us the energy they don't like, women. Because I said I wasn't gonna say too much on here because I know that when women get together, get to going. But anyway, go. But and sometimes you can feel them energy. And some people just be yourself, you're not being judged. You just kind of can go in with it, and it make a difference. Like, especially when somebody's going through something like that. So you're going through something, and because they having fun, that's the other thing. And they go on for it, beating up the other.
before I got here. And the question was, if you every year do both a girls trip or a boys trip and a trip with your spouse, and now here becomes the issue. And let's just say, oh, you got a kid that's about to graduate high school, so you got prom, and you got pictures and all this stuff like that. And then maybe you had dog hip surgery, and the house needs to be painted, this going on, that's going on. So you can only do one trip. Is it going to be that girls trip or that boys trip, or is it going to be that trip with your spouse? This is so easy for us. When we first got married, Andre said, I know you used to go to your girls' cruise with your friends every year, but we're getting married and there's some things I want to do with you. So that's going to have to stop. So since we've been married, I have not gone on a girls' group trip or whatever, but like the New Orleans. Yeah, well, actually, I'm going to New Orleans next month. Okay. And it was really hard to persuade him to let me go. We already have our tickets. We already have our tickets. It was so hard, but prior to me asking him if I could go on a trip, I had a very, very bad experience at my previous job. Okay. Very, very bad. For 6 months, I used to come home crying. I was doing work at home. My hair fell out. It was just awful. Okay. So he was like, I know you need this trip. So I'm going to let you go. It's for 4 days. But then that's it. So our answer would definitely be, we're going to give up the boy and girl trip and we're going to go together. I think, it's important because I agree. Yeah. If it comes down to a choice between a trip with my spouse and a trip with my girls, or even a trip with my family, maybe my mom and dad and sister or whatever, I'm going to choose my spouse because, that quality time is important, that the two become one. And so you can't put anybody or anything else above that. And, I remember when the first part of me and Keith's marriage where we had issues, there was a trip that we did every year where I did the Bible classes for the Southern Grandma game. And, I used to complain like, well, where are you and I going? And it needs to be more than just a drive to Vegas. Vegas is not a vacation for me. That's just whatever. And, it caused some problems so that we stopped doing that. And, so our trips are focused. We can't get at least one piece of Tasha trip in, then all the other trips are kind of gone by the wayside. And husband, if you want to call in, the number is 323-203-0815. You can just go right ahead and call in if you got something to say. But yeah, we can't, you can't put other things before marriage. And now I think a girl's trip is cool. I think it's important. It is important. It's very healthy. It is very healthy. But if it comes down to a choice, then I'm going to always choose myself. Of course. I'm never going to choose a girl's trip or anything like that for myself. But I kind of got that question after looking at something in the group where they're like, well, would you do a girl's trip, would your spouse get mad? And I said, well, I'm going to take it to another level. But if it comes down to a choice, a girl's trip. And some people just need to realize. Sometimes, when outside influences, say you have these single friends, they don't get it. Of course. And that was the number one piece of advice I gave my younger sister is, don't listen to your single friends. Because your single friends don't get you in trouble. Your single friends they'll cause you to be single. Of course. So you got issues, you go to your spouse, you go talk to your spouse. Don't listen, oh girl, you can come hang with us. Don't listen to them because you're gonna end up like them. Because they don't understand the two of one. And you will lose friends. Absolutely. Trust me. I lost the fake friends. I lost the friends I thought were my friends. Okay. Once I got married. I mean, they just changed. You know who they are. They don't like nothing on Facebook that you post. Not one thing. Nothing. And they talk about you. And you you find out what they said about you. Yeah. They will sit at your wedding and talk right about you. Wow. So you find out who those friends are.
And so we even talked about that a little bit. I mean, we have all kind of dialogue. I'm pretty sure everything talk about it one way or another. But even with that social media and things like that, I tell her all the time, when you see stuff, see stuff, don't let that change your day.
Right.
You know, because you have people that's miserable.
Yes.
I mean, we know people personally that's miserable.
Yes.
But if you look at Facebook, you would think they have millions and millions of dollars in the bank doing what they want to do.
Right.
So now what we think about is what's your overall purpose of posting that?
Yeah.
And it goes back to hurt people.
Right.
Because it's definitely not the truth.
Yes.
Because we know you personally.
Yes.
But we're seeing something different on there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now what that do, it causes problems within a home. When a person puts that out there, ooh, look, such and such did this, ooh, they did this, look how they do it.
Right.
That's not really their story. So now you got an argument going on and different people that get into social media.
Yes.
So you have to really look at social media as entertainment
Absolutely.
and assess
Just
everything.
take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly.
And I say the same thing about people who get upset. Oh, they didn't like my post. So, okay, so what? Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I like Twitter, because there's no pressure. You tweet something and it's out there and it's like whatever. Maybe then somebody will see it. Maybe they won't.
Yeah.
But there's not that pressure for the likes. Sometimes we get caught up in, okay, well, this person didn't like it or nobody liked my post. Okay, keep it pushing. So I'm sure they saw it. So, and if they didn't see it, that's okay.
Exactly. And then it lets you know it just be some kind of attack because they're not liking your post, they're your friend, they're your family, or whatever. But then they're going to write a big long paragraph about how a potato growing can.
Yeah.
So just tell you,
Yes.
living on stuff, if you let it get you.
Exactly.
We discussed the post I read yesterday on the marriage group. Online.
That Facebook group is like got like 10,000 people in it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So one of the questions was, if your husband didn't post your pictures or he didn't like your comments on Facebook, how would you feel? Okay. So I said to my husband, what was your response? We're on Facebook together, and my face is all over his page, his face is all over my page. So it was different comments. Some of the comments were, oh, girl, he's cheating, and some was, what was the other comment?
Which one you talking about? The one with the picture of him with,
There's no pictures of the spouse, of the wife on his page.
Oh.
Not one picture. There's no children.
Oh, that's your phone. Oh, okay.
There's no pictures of the children. She sees where he likes other women's comments,
Okay.
but he doesn't like any of her comments. He doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day to her on Facebook, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. And I told my husband, I said, I don't care about the Valentine's Day or the Happy New Year and all of that because we wake up together.
Yeah. Right.
Right. I don't see the significance in it.
Right.
I mean, but people do it. I wouldn't care if you did or if you didn't do
Yeah.
it. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like you're repeating yourself. Or
Right.
now you're entertaining Facebook.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
entertaining me because
Right.
you've already told me happy.
Right.
Happy Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. You've already
Yeah.
told me that when we
Right.
wake up in that morning.
Yeah.
So
And when we talk about that right there, because you never know the situation, just like when it comes to holidays and certain things, we still do things together because, I know how she was raised up with that. You start getting up in the history, you start finding out things. You don't look at a lot of things the same. So I still do it, but then and that's just for her a lot of things. But somebody on the outside looking in, but say, oh, right, but you're not knowing the story.
Right.
You're not knowing that I know my history. She understands that everybody else does. You just don't.
Yeah.
But it'd be a way for person to put it out there.
Right.
Right. But I still celebrate because I don't have to fight if I don't get no clear. I do that, but she knows how I feel because even my mother sometimes she's like, I know you really don't see, this and that, because everybody knows me once I start studying the history. I look at stuff a lot different.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I still can't have a wife mad at me.
Right.
That ain't how she got
Right.
that makes a lot of sense.
I know me and Keith do it, and I guess maybe it's from habit because we've always done it. So probably if I didn't do it now, I'm sure he would be like, oh, you do stuff like that, and vice versa.
Right.
And I think part of, I don't know, for us, because of the fact that we separated and then got back together, we wanted it to be clear. We are very much together, and we don't want any outside influences trying to come in. And they do come. There will be women that'll try to get all up in the inbox, and there will be men that try to get all up in the inbox. So we're very, back and forth with each other to almost, it's natural because that's how we banter back and forth. But it's also, he lets you know this one's mine. I'm letting you know this one's mine, and so that there's no issue. And I guess because we're used to it, I guess if one of us were to stop doing it, it probably would be some type of issue, like, oh, you didn't even say happy birthday to me today or whatever. But yeah, he did already kind of tell me that morning. In fact, he'll probably keep me up till midnight, like, okay, it's your birthday, you gotta stay up, all that kind of silly stuff. But I don't know, I might feel some type of way if he didn't. I don't know. But I think if the couple both are okay with that, and maybe he just
She's
don't.
not okay with it.
Oh.
That was her problem. She said she's not okay with it. Yeah. And like, for instance, my husband, he comments on every post.
Okay.
Whatever I post, he's gonna comment.
Yes.
But I don't comment on yours at all. It's very seldom, right?
That's how we were fighting, man.
You I very seldomly, I'll like the post, but I don't necessarily make a comment.
Okay.
Not at all.
And then sometimes with me, like if I do it and I don't do a long thing, I probably should say this like when I walk outside. I'll be looking at Facebook sometimes and get to like and drive at the same time.
Right.
I get a chance to do all that.
Right.
Like I'm sitting still, but I'm doing it in between. Whether I'm at work, going here, in between, because I'm not one that wants to sit up on Facebook and looking at everybody's post. So then trying in between, that's what I might get a chance.
And he does most of the tagging. Very seldomly going tag.
Okay. Well, I guess it's all about what works for each individual marriage. Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say about the trip, because when we first got together, we were talking about those trips, because I think that last trip, if you really paid for it already, you just wanted to go.
No, I paid for it already.
No, but anyway, so we talked about that. No, we were talking about that, and I was like, because why would we want to go somewhere else with the fellas? Just like we say, I want to go somewhere with the fellas and you stay here.
Right.
I mean, I just didn't. She didn't either.
Okay.
So it wasn't like it was just one side where I just said, "No, you can't go on trips no more." She did travel more than I did because I didn't do a whole lot of traveling. I don't know, but it was like, why wouldn't you go together? So I was thinking like, okay, I love you, you love me.
Right.
Go enjoy the experience together.
Exactly.
Something like that. So we both agreed to it.
And then I travel with him sometimes on his work. Like he's going to Chicago next month. Like, come with me. I'm like, no, you just hang out with the fellas.
Yeah.
And I
Do that by yourself.
Really get her accustomed to that right there. Now that was a fight right there. Because with my job, and then, I get upset. I say, well, you go talk to my job.
Okay.
Because I work with the service. Like, food and leave. And so a lot of times they would wait like to the last minute, and they would give me a say, we're going out to Chicago, man. We're going to
Okay.
And then, why don't you leave like a month? I don't know.
Right.
It ain't like it's just started.
No, because he's been single for so many years, and I said, you have to speak up. You're married now.
Right.
You can't, they snap their finger, and you say, oh, okay, just let me pack my bag. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
Before he could do it for all those years.
And I don't do that. I still ask.
No,
She stay
what
with me so long.
I heard him last week or 2 weeks ago when the supervisor called him. We were going to have to take him to Chicago, and he said he was repeating. He paraphrased everything.
Yeah,
Supervisor.
I'm just getting news, man. Hey,
Itinerary.
Yeah, because it's like you hear it like that. Because a lot of times when I hear that we're not together, I'm like, working something, I tell them, I was like, well, dang, well, they just let me know. How can I let you know before I knew or they knew? And jump up like that, that's why we sitting there riding. And I was kind of glad because like, you see the call, you just came in, you going to Chicago, give me an exact date, but then he hit me, the flight and stuff like that. We got an exact date, but I knew it was coming up soon sometime next month.
No, but he's so humble, and I can say, okay, you're married now, you have to put your foot down and say, it's two of us now. My wife just wants some advance notice. Yeah, that's just anybody. Yeah, any job.
What do you guys think about somebody that maybe is a single friend that maybe they maybe used before, and they invite you to an event, but then don't invite her? What do you think about situations like that?
I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, I get the invite more than him.
Okay.
And he's very adamant about it. I'm bringing my wife. Yeah. He doesn't care if the invite was for both or not.
Right.
He brings me to his job events.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really get hit too much with that. I get it.
Okay.
So there's some things some places I don't go.
Wow.
Because they just.
But again, it's that mindset of not understanding two become one.
Right,
so
right.
you shouldn't. My mom and dad, you are not going to be one
Right.
without the other.
Right.
And definitely, me and Keith have kind of become the same way. It's like we're a package deal. Now, some other things he may go to that I'm just not interested in. So,
Like where he's coming to our picnic.
be quiet.
you next month, Keith. So it's like, I'll let him go on and do his thing, and vice versa. There's some things I may go to that he's not interested in, and it's like, okay, babe, go on and do your thing. But if it's like a big event or somebody's wedding or something like that, and it's like, because he was invited to something and it was just for him, and he called, he's like, normally I'm not forward like this, but my wife can't come, and they were like, oh no, absolutely, we just didn't know, and it's like, yeah, but you don't send an invitation to one and don't include the other. You just don't do that. Because again, I'm gonna say it again, the two are one. So
and see that, and that's kind of like you said, it's kind of automatic. Because just like some of my friends or somebody, like in the workplace and stuff, and we would always have conversations, because I don't want to come to nobody. I let me know what kind of people these are. I deal with them like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm real versatile.
Right.
So it's different. Okay, I'm going with that. If they I can fit in any category.
Yeah.
I'm like a chameleon.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Do this right here.
Okay.
For you. I know it's still turn on bad.
Right.
Right. You know how they are. And usually she tells me how somebody is. Pretty much.
Yeah. How they are.
Like her, when I go around certain people, I tell her all the time, if I don't introduce you or this and that, or just this dialogue, I tell her about the absolute least that person, but if I introduce this kind of tell her right what that person is about right there.
Okay.
And she know if I don't elaborate or go in,
there's a reason behind it. Yeah.
We'll talk about it. It's not like you're gonna hear about it, we're gonna talk about it as soon as we walk away, we're gonna start talking about it.
Exactly.
And that's why bad negativity. And I just try to stay away from as much as negative.
I hear you. That's what I do a lot of times on Facebook. I'll get on Facebook and it's like one post after another. And it's like, I just want to throw some Prozac at you. This is not that serious. I'm down. And then you see people that every post they done fell out with somebody. And it's like, well, at what point do you realize it's you fall out with everybody? It's not everybody else. It's got to be you. And it's like, okay, let me go to my pages and read the news or whatever, because sometimes the news is less depressing than some of the Facebook posts. It's like, you're taking life a little bit too serious and taking Facebook too serious. It's not that serious. You have a Facebook police. Yeah, Facebook police. One says you have to be politically correct. Yes. Here they come. I guess they have a degree in English. Yes. Yeah. They're always correcting you. Right. Yeah. It's like, cut it out. Yeah. Cut it out. Or always criticize it and complain. And it's like, I just can't. That's too much negative energy. And I guess I'm at a point in my life, especially with some of the things I've gone through, I can't deal with all that negative. I don't even want it near me. I don't want to be a part of it. So the minute it even looks like I don't want to see that. I'm just going to keep it pushing. But kind of back to how it ties into marriage, you got to be careful. And that was one thing. I was on Facebook first, and I started Keith's page. I had the password, I set it up, and all that stuff. And it was funny because as soon as I did, here come the exes or whatever. And so I let him deal with it. I didn't say anything, but they ended up getting deleted and blocked. But it's like, that was something we got an understanding. Nobody's friends with nobody's ex on Facebook. And, we don't do the inbox where you could be inboxing him saying all kind of stuff. And I definitely cannot inbox me saying all kind of stuff. I got one person right now. I don't know if he's watching this or what. He's close to getting deleted off my page, period. Wow. But, he'll send an Happy Valentine's Day. You can send that on my page. Why are you inboxing me talking about Happy Valentine's Day? Get out of here with that. I'm not with all that. So, you got to establish some boundaries. But to what you were saying about your friend, if she's upset about it, I don't know. Has she tried to have a conversation to let her husband know, I'm feeling some kind of way, and what's his response? We don't know because that was on the post. That was on the marriage group. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. And a lot of, it was interesting because a lot of women came forward and said, I'm not friends with my husband on Facebook. Oh. And I thought that would be a problem in itself. Why not? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that is a problem. Yeah, definitely.
And really, when I got Facebook, because you talk about that, I was like, no, because we had somebody with my card clip me in Facebook page. So usually ready to leave the clip, I can kind of feel it going in. I wasn't really into Facebook, MySpace, and none of that kind of stuff like that.
Right.
So then, doing because that was still promoting the car club, and I had it up on the wide light.
Okay.
It was a car club page, wasn't a personal page. Then
have a lot of mutual friends that's in the car club.
Okay.
And the low rider scene. And so I asked him, I said, hey, so such and such, what's your kind of well, he's not your friend on Facebook. So I'm wondering, well, I don't even know the person. Sure. Most of the people I don't even know out there in the low rider world, wow, the car club.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, why would they request me as a friend and you're not even their friend on Facebook?
Right.
So that was a
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of guys.
And I tell her all the time, even we on the scene or somewhere, and you might get the guy looking out there. Yeah, bro. It's like, as long as they don't get disrespectful,
Right.
like, men gonna be men at the end of the
Right.
day,
Right.
you
You
know?
sound like he.
Yeah,
It's
some of
so
them know how to
disrespectful
plan.
though. The minute he turn his head or something, or they'll hold my shake my hand a little too long. Just yesterday, we were one of his friends.
But see, when they
He was
do,
looking too.
but when they do certain stuff, it's like you can just be, I know what to do with that right there.
Right.
So you gonna try that.
Right.
I mean, in certain nationalities, so we laugh about that too. They don't know no better. Right? Just let them go.
Exactly.
You know, just let it go and just keep on going. Because I mean, she do the same thing. If she sees somebody on me and they doing too much, she gonna make her a little salty.
Oh, I have jokes.
Yeah.
We're somewhere else that, oh, grandma was just really on you. You know, oh, she was hurting herself. But, you know, we have our little jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't get mad. We just
Right.
have fun.
I know when we go to Vegas, he's like if we're walking down Fremont Street, you know, people stay way back and just kind of watch to see how many guys
Oh, my
check me
goodness.
out or whatever. I'm like, these have serious problems. And then if they start pushing up, I'm looking like, okay, help.
Oh yeah, he's been a little. You know, we were in a grocery store once, and he was a little mean to somebody and said he just can't help himself. And I think he felt like the guy was looking at my breast or something.
We'd have been a few weeks to it. That was the meat cutter.
It was the meat cutter.
Yeah. I can't remember how it happened. You know that.
He was upset with him.
Wow.
Yeah, because he know we was because I can't remember.
He was talking to me, and then I think he looked at you and said, "Oh, you need help." You said, "Oh, you couldn't tell we were together, huh?"
Oh yeah.
He was
Something.
so.
Yeah, he was doing something. Yeah, because we always hold hands. We feel lost. We not holding hands at all. And even with that right there, because I was gonna bring that up too, because a lot of times people just hold hands. You have people come like say something like, "Anybody know that shit, right?" Or y'all ain't got the. This is just us. We not trying to impress.
Exactly.
And that's the number one love language is physical touch.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
number one
Exactly.
love language.
Exactly.
It's physical touch.
Exactly.
We was talking about that the other day. We was at the Israel the other day.
Oh yeah.
We was always listening to that. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
well, we standing
At
there,
Tezer's house.
Okay.
we standing there, and then Keith was
He
right
was
here.
right behind me, and he was
right
behind
here.
Keith.
And
Okay.
then you and stuff like that. We right.
And I kind of looked
Right,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you. Oh,
yeah.
right there, like, I need to be over there. So you
But we didn't want to say move, Keith.
Right.
We just, that's so pretty.
And it's
We
true.
just looked at each
I
other.
mean, we could be mad at each other, not even talk to each other, but still.
We gonna hold hands.
Yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying?
That's so
I'm saying that. And so
I love it.
definitely touch for the love, like,
Yeah.
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 Like
I love it. I love it.
physical touch is definitely one for me. That's my number one.
Yeah.
And receiving gifts.
Yeah.
Those are my two top. Acts of service. Oh my goodness. This man does all the cooking. I cook when I want to cook. Here, he does all the cooking.
and it's so bad when
And
when
then
she
he'll
cooks
wash
it-
the dishes behind himself.
Wow.
when she cooks 1 or 2 times, people there, she feel like I done did her wrong. You ain't even been cooking 2 times.
And I know for him, one of his love languages is quality time, definitely quality time, and quality time, physical touch. Yeah. Physical touch. And it's important for you to know your spouse's love language.
Yes.
That's the key to it.
Yeah.
That's the key to a successful marriage.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Exactly. And then sometimes you got to ask them what do they want, what do they like. You know, just like you're talking to kids and anybody else, you know, say the rest what they want,
Yeah.
what they like.
Yeah.
You never even ask
Exactly.
if I like that.
Exactly.
Just like I know we can't never go to the mountains somewhere because you don't like heights.
Right.
I think I'm sneaking trying to do something romantic.
Yeah, I would definitely would never ask Steve, oh, come on, let's go to Magic Mountain, because that would just
Oh,
that would be a
right.
wasted trip, because he doesn't like throwing those through the
Well, I think we can go to Disneyland together and
Yeah.
we can go riding
Mhm.
and they can kind of.
It would definitely, it would definitely have to be a group thing if we did something like a Magic Mountain. It could never be, oh, come on, Steve, let's go to Magic Mountain. He would look at me like I was crazy. Like, you know I don't ride nothing, so what am I going for?
You know, she's trying to be funny. We went to Disneyland. So I know you
Me too.
I'm like, get on the roller coaster now. It's not the same.
It was last year.
Okay.
He was disoriented. We walked off the ride, and he was like, "Hey, wait, let me just sit down for a second." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me check you out, make sure everything was okay."
So she put the extras on. Now, I did feel like when you get on the roller coaster, you had that type of feeling.
Yeah.
But it stayed with me for a long time, and I was like, man. But then she was like, you okay? Because I remember she would have jokes like, yeah, I'm right now. But I was like, nah, I'm good on the roller coaster.
Right,
But
right.
something changed.
Where do we go after that?
I don't even feel that no more because I don't know if it's because I done got bigger. There's more blood shaking around in my body. I don't know what it is. I know it don't feel like it used to feel on there because the ride is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't scared of the ride like, ooh. Just once I got off, my body felt like something was over there and something was over there.
Right.
And it is, we're getting older.
Yeah.
We can't handle some of the things we could handle 20, 30 years ago. So when he said that, I was playing with him and joking, but I understood.
And just like me driving it like it was hot at Tesla's wedding, and I had a knee problem for 4 months. So my knee was all jacked up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I got no more.
Really? So what are your key love languages?
Our love language, I think, would be touch as well. Like if he's sitting on the couch and I'm sitting on the couch, he'll reach over and touch my hand, or he'll reach over and kiss me on the forehead. And like even when we were in the car coming back from Tesla's house last week, a song came on and he reached over and grabbed my hand and held my hand while we were in the car. So, yeah, and then when we like to give each other these little pecks all the time. So every time you look up, he's like, give me like some old man, give me some sugar.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So, and then I don't know, we kind of just like to hang. We're like each other's just.
That's how we are.
Yeah. So we enjoy each other's company. Come on, babe, let's go to the movies, or let's go to breakfast this morning, or let's go bowling, or whatever. It's like we actually enjoy each other's company, and we definitely understand the value of date night. Date nights are important.
Yeah.
And that's,
You got to keep dating each other. Yeah.
yeah, because when we started that, because her work gets to my work, and stuff like that, it's going, you don't really do nothing.
Right.
Because you're tired,
Yes.
you're working all week, you're doing this and that. So we're within the calendar. The first of the month,
Yeah.
do stuff together.
Yeah.
Like, at least 2 times a month,
Exactly.
we're going to have a date night.
Yeah.
And then when it's my date night, I do what I want to. It's her night, date night.
Yeah.
Whatever she
So
wants.
we do it every 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
Every 2 weeks.
Good.
And we've been doing this for some years.
Okay.
Started that. And it was a good thing.
Yeah.
What you're doing, having the family thing.
Yeah.
So it's going on the trip here and there. What about through the month? Sitting there watching TV.
Right.
Going here doing stuff for other people.
Yeah.
And that's what we really have to do because school for our occupation.
Yeah. Yeah. And which can kind of burn you out. You're tired. Yeah. You got to find that extra energy.
Yeah, because that can help us in a lot of ways inside the house because now with the house, outside house, you assess everything.
Yeah.
And it becomes a habit.
Okay.
Because you don't just judge somebody what they go on.
Yeah.
You have to assess that situation.
Right.
So you start looking on it. Good, but not enough every child. And you got to put it with children.
Yeah.
Face value.
Absolutely.
So at the same token, we learn each other. We know each other. We learn each other in certain situations. Because certain paranoia, and I might feel a certain kind of way, but I don't want to rub the paranoia off on her, but
Yeah.
so I might not say that to her.
Right.
Every time I look at stuff and stuff don't look right, I don't want to be like, watch that. I don't want to be like that. So I don't want to put that paranoia on it.
Right.
So same thing. If she got a problem with something, don't want to say it, start going back and forth. So that goes with your audience around and everything else.
Gotcha.
Because this is coming from where I came from. You got to watch everything moving.
Of course.
Crazy.
Of course.
And so I don't want to be like this on her, have her nervous wreck.
Yeah.
Someone, I got it.
Yeah. How has it been for the two of you since you've both been married before? So now you're this blended family. How has that been?
It's wonderful. We are blessed.
Wow.
Blessed. My stepdaughter is his only child. She's 33. And she has 4 kids.
Okay.
5, 6, 12, and 15.
Okay.
He never knows age. When I tell you,
That's a man thing.
yes, we're inseparable.
Okay.
And then I had the 3 kids, 27, 23, and 19. 2 grandkids.
Okay.
So if when we're all together, you could not tell that we are blended, a blended family. I was just like, oh, I didn't want. Well, that was one of my deal breakers. I didn't want to date someone who had a lot of kids.
Okay.
Or a little Yeah, yeah.
That was my deal breaker. And it was just, God just sent me somebody that already had just one child, one grown child. I was like, thank you.
If I had little kids, babies on
It
the way,
wasn't more.
you still would have married.
Oh no. It was a few deal breakers.
Okay.
Cigarettes was a deal breaker.
But I guess with me, when it comes to that, relationship or step that I was in that type of situation.
Okay.
And so I'm real cautious about how I deal with that right
Okay.
there. Because feeling like you are the stepchild
Yeah.
in a situation, that makes you feel bad. So I would never try to put that on the kid. Feeling like the stepchild would treat you the same.
Right.
Even with my daughter, my stepdaughter was in the house together, treat them as one.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this mine is yours. They make that comment. You don't realize how damaging that is.
Absolutely.
I have to talk to my daughter sometimes about all that biological talk. Ooh, I'm just care about these kids. This one right here, this and that. I got two. Okay, now how the other two feeling?
Right.
When you're saying that right there.
Right.
So I mean, words can hurt.
Yes, they can. And he walked two of his stepdaughters down the aisle 4 years ago. And this was from a previous relationship 20 plus years ago.
Wow.
But they still look at him as their father. Okay.
And I really couldn't understand that at first. And then, I appreciated it, but it was like your father is still living and still around at the time you walk down the aisle. Why you didn't have, him to do it. I wasn't like upset about it, but at first I didn't see it.
Okay.
But, it's like, well, it was like, but pretty much there, and I was.
Yeah.
And, it's like when one daughter did, the other one, like, ready to, ready to walk another one of your daughters down the aisle? And I said, yeah, like that. So I
And she's on
appreciate it.
Facebook with us,
And I
pretty
really
close. And you had touched on something that children they want tough and I have one to kind of piggyback on that with love tanks. So we all have what's called love tanks. Okay. And we all get them when we're little. Okay. And it's who feels them. We're supposed to get filled with love from our parents.
Yes.
So if you take that into adulthood and you didn't get that, what are you going to give somebody?
Right.
And in a marriage,
And are you always kind of looking for somebody to fill?
Always.
Okay.
And even in a marriage, when that love tank is empty, it's like oil. You can't like I hear it. Okay. It's like oil and gas. Your car is not going to drive without it. Yeah. Your motor is just going to stop. That's how this love tank is. It has to stay full in order for your marriage to succeed. Wow. And when it's not full, it's our responsibility to fill it back up. Wow. Okay. That's good. I like that. The love tank. Yeah.
And then it makes me now reflect back on me because you think about, parents and things like that. And I had my daughter baby when I was really young. So I was still out there a little bit doing I see some of her ways. I see a gender what I used to have. I look at it and go like, how am I going to deal with this right here? Because I'm being a part of this that I'm no longer doing. But how do I let my daughter know that she has to stop doing this? You can't push this to the grave. You can't push this to find the change. Not gonna promise you gonna be.
Right.
But with all that right there, knowing, but like I say, her and my wife, they have a good relationship.
Excellent. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I just put your name on top of it.
Yeah, we have a great relationship.
Yeah, we're gonna fight on the radio
Yeah.
station. Yeah. I just thought I put my name. Because now if I would have said wife, it didn't say Jamie, then she would have said, why you didn't say Jamie? You said wife, that could have been somebody else. But anyway.
So there are some things, I see, and I don't say it in front of our daughter. I say it to him like, say this, right? Or do this, or that, and it's parenting. Yeah. She didn't get that set of parenting skills from either parent, right? So she taught herself. And it's not too late. Yeah.
Yeah, she learned. Because, for like taking care of the kids, clothing them, they dress better than we do. All that right there. Nice, clean house, and then when it comes to what you say, how you deal with certain situations. You can't go street.
Yeah. Because kids don't look at that material stuff. They look at the love. They gotta feel that love. And you can buy them all the what's the brand?
I don't know.
True religion. You can buy
I
all
get my
the true
jeans from
religion.
Ross. So I don't
Me
know.
too. Dee. So you can buy all the true religion, all the Jordan. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's materialistic
Yeah.
stuff. But they
There's
want
the
you.
love.
Yes.
They want you.
They want you. They want that time. They want you to sit at that table want you
They
at those
want you
games.
at. I remember
But
them.
one thing about it, she's not closed-minded. She invites us in. You know what I'm saying? She'll say, I need the help. That's why I'm reaching out.
Yeah.
So then when I come back with the help, and I tell her all the time, because with my wife,
You guys are funny.
you know, she has a lot of them clinical times.
Yes.
Like I know streetwise how to do discipline, but then when you have to look at them, okay, what they going through? Why are you acting like this?
Right.
So you start digging a little bit deeper. Because I had one of my grandsons, he was just kind of off the hook. So after they kind of checked him out, what he was kind of going through, I knew how to deal with it a little bit different.
Okay.
And I started understanding, I can't just go hard, some other stuff going on.
Right.
And so when I started doing like that, we have a better relationship.
Wow.
Like, not going to be disrespectful,
Exactly.
but I'm still going to check you about what you did. But you know, I can't go on you the same way
Yeah.
that I was at first.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
deal with it different.
Exactly.
And that's been working out.
Okay. And we go to the school with my father. And as soon as something happens, she'll call us. Your daughter. I need you guys to come to school with us.
Your problem?
Your
You say something
problem.
like
This
that?
is your problem, child.
Yeah.
Aw. We say her and AJ is the problem child, but they're not. Yeah.
And I'm glad she invited them because she
Yeah.
still has temper.
Wow.
And see, I still can, if we sit there, I still can
We got
isolate her.
Okay.
You know, kick back because they automatically gonna say, oh, this is where they got it from. You know,
Yeah.
and then talk. And then once she gets in a better place, she still can say what she's saying.
Right. Yeah, because we had what this last time 2 weeks ago. For some reason, we picked up to another room. DJ was there. I'm very familiar with him. I said, before we got touched on, I said, out the window. Because there's camera, something was up with that room. Okay. Okay. And we got inside with television, monitor. And we played, and they were trying to suspend our grandson. Okay. So they were saying that he didn't say this, he didn't say that. They only had a report from one person. So while they're talking, I got the glasses on and I'm reading everything. I'm reading it, he's reading it. So then I said, oh, such said she didn't say what? Well, it's right here. She said it in her own words, in her own opinion. And we tore them apart because they only, and our daughter would have gone in here a little different. Okay. She wasn't going to read the paper. She was just going to talk. Well, now you got these grandparents in there reading this paper. And now the principal, and I said, what's the policy and procedure for this? The principal looked at him. I don't know. Wow. You don't know. I said, right. I said, well, what is your de-escalating protocol? We don't have one.
Oh, yeah. And
We were tearing them apart.
And we said before, we said what we gonna do because they're gonna try to protect each other. Let us read this real. We don't care about what they know.
Okay.
We're not gonna say what he said.
Right. We're just reading what you know. Wow.
And we let them know. I know my grandson is bad. It's my worst in mine when I did use the curse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to
tell me that.
reiterate
Yeah,
that part.
exactly.
We don't know what's this right here.
Right.
And then one thing I want to say my daughter, because when we pulled up, the lady who wrote the report, she had told her one thing when she was in the house, when she got to school. The report was different when she told my daughter.
Wow.
And my daughter, she know they're doing wrong, she will check them. And so when she pulled up, she happened to be like walking in the school. And said, I think you need to be come on up in here. I think you had a school, you need to be doing stuff like this. And that could have been like, put off that stress. You know, you need to come on up in here and pull it up on the side of her like that. If we pull it up at the same time, I don't know what we're going to do. That lady went to the back and never did come from back. Wow. Yeah, some kind of thing.
Yeah. What was the best advice you guys would give anybody either thinking about getting married or who was married? Oh, definitely some background stuff. No, and I say that not in a mean way, but sometimes you just don't know what you're into. Yeah. So, and sometimes people don't reveal themselves until you are married. Right. Yeah. If there's children involved, how is that previous mom? You know, is it little kids? Yeah. Does all the kids see each other? If it's different parents, different dads, you know, what's the norm? Right. I was, and that was why I had a deal breaker. I didn't want to date anyone who already had little kids. Yeah. That I couldn't handle. Yeah. That because I was coming in. Right. I was coming in with one kid's father. We co-parent. Yes. If sometimes if they have a great relationship, if sometimes if Andre can't catch me, he calls him. Okay. dealing with this person. Exactly.
And that's why, when you do look at stuff like that, you have to really, and that's why I guess the older people that say, we just court. And that was a famous word, we just court.
Okay.
Court.
Okay.
Because that really gives you a chance to really know and learn that
Yes.
person.
Yes.
Because I say it all the time, when a person meets somebody, meet that person.
Of course. Yeah.
Some representatives work a little bit longer than others. But now we together for 6 months, a year.
Oh, I agree.
Not
Yeah.
like somebody think, oh, you must have somebody.
The
that you
onion
must not be
starts.
sure.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing that right there because it could be a thing as small as crunching ice. That irritates me crunching. It don't, but I'm just saying something like that.
Right.
But us just going out dating here and there, I didn't know you crunched ice.
Right.
Now we living together, you crunching ice all in the middle of the night.
Right.
And that irritates me. So now you've been doing that for all your life. I can't change that about you.
Exactly.
And so that's why you have to do this thing right there. So I would say that, the question back, don't just jump in.
Right.
Really
Take your time to get to know the person.
take the time to really get to know what
Don't get a
likes,
rush.
dislikes, And a lot of times people feel like they're in love and you might be in love. Between love and love. Okay, well let that be known, huh? I just want to hang out with
Something
you.
happens where you can't, get your lusted on, then what? That's where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly. I don't want to take you home to meet mama or nothing with this little
Yeah.
thing. I'm going to do less than you do love.
Right.
And a lot of times you have people that open
Yeah.
and said that from the beginning. I'm really not ready to settle down, but now one or the other party fell in love.
Right.
And now you're talking about them bad, but that person was.
What's the name of that book, sis? So this is by Dr. Gary Chapman. Okay, the 5 love languages. And of course, it says something. According to him, you're only in love 2 years after marriage.
Wow.
So when you get married, that in love stage is only 2 years. We were talking about this a couple days ago. Do we agree with that? Because he said he could be in love with me for 20 years. Now, I know me and I love me, but I'm a handful.
No, but see, what you said for the number on it, because
I just asked
said, to the end of time, the infinity, because you don't
In
feel
love,
that right
not that
there.
you love the person, because we can love forever.
Okay. And that was just about feeling number. Then you said, don't put a number on stuff. I said, when you get to put a number, I mean, I don't see the part where it's switch up and do, because something is wrong to me.
Okay.
If it starts switching up and we're
Yes.
still not in love for 2 years and now it's something else. Okay, well, what's the problem? We need to deal with that.
Well,
What's going
That's
on
what
here?
he said in that
Because
book, so
he's
I didn't
saying
agree with that.
Things
Right.
start happening after that second year, like the onion peel.
Yes.
The representative is already out in year 2. So now they can't hide. Yeah.
But see, I think,
Go ahead.
but see, I think with the spiritual part of it, when you look at that, and that be your referee, other than what Sally Sue said,
Yes.
then you
Yes.
kind of get into that right there.
Always
That's
refer
one of the
back to the Bible, refer back to what God says.
things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we said that at the beginning too. We was going to let the Bible be the referee.
Absolutely.
So we have a situation of, okay, let's go to the Bible.
He takes it to the extreme. If we're in a little heated debate, this is what this man would do. Just pick up the Bible. He'll fan it. And I used to be afraid of him. That's my Bible saying X, Y, Z. But now I'm like, don't be doing that because I can't see. He'll pick it up. He did it a couple days ago. We weren't even arguing. He just did. Actually, you picked up the Quran, I think. Because we go back and forth from the Quran to the Bible.
What it do, it puts me in a better place when I do that right there. Because we start getting upset because I know me.
Right.
And the thing is, I do not like getting upset. We had a past like mine, so I don't like to touch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be humble.
Right.
In everything I do. Not saying I don't never get upset, but I know it's that humble. If I'm feeling a certain kind of way, the Bible or the Quran puts me back in that place. We still can talk about the situation. I'm not running from that. But I'm put that to be a better place versus throwing stuff back and forth. I don't do no name calling. I don't do stuff like that. I humble myself all the way down with it. It even gets to the point sometimes to say, hey, okay, am I humbling myself too much? Just compromise. You know what I'm saying? So then you have to bring the balance up. I'm just asking a question myself about stuff because, like I say, the life that I live and now doing this right here, even though coming into this, I knew I had to be open-minded. I had to be compromising. So I understood all that part right there, so I reflect back on that right there. I'm saying to my wife now, okay, I would have did it like this, but okay, for the sake of argument or whatever, I might be looking at this way because I'm so used to it by myself.
Right.
Whatever the reason is.
Oh, no,
So I
that
do
was
that on
hard. I'm glad you brought that up. He was single for over I worked for the mayor's office and he did too. Okay. So, when we start kind of liking each other, he was like, what's going on with me? Like, nobody likes her, a therapist, I'm trying to date me. So he was putting himself down because I saw in his heart.
Somebody above me.
He was like, you may be a CIA. I was like, really?
And it's not like I was doing nothing illegal, but I mean, the kind of work I do. Like,
I get it. No, I get it.
I didn't come with
Yes.
the tax.
Yes.
Tear you down, you're just trying to help the community.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one that was trying to drive.
Gotcha.
And she was really upset about this. That Thursday.
Whatever. So I do want to bring up two important dates.
Okay.
We have two tentative dates for our first marriage retreat.
Okay.
And we're only inviting 10 couples only because I want it to be more intimate, not so big. And what we're going to bring to the table is different. It's never been done before. And I've learned not to tell so much because people mimic. Okay. So I'll give more information as we get.
When's the date?
It's going to be August 16th to the 18th, or September 6th to the 8th. And I'm working with the hotel to try to get the best deal.
Excellent.
And
Wildlife Car Club will be having a community picnic. That'll be March 10th on 103rd Central, and we will see Keith and Tasha there.
I know we're going to see Keith. I don't know about Tasha. But Keith, I know how to bring her out because I need vendors. I want vendors out. So I want you to put Still I Rise booth out there.
Oh, okay.
Free food,
Free
day
food,
truck,
yeah.
community.
So Keith, you got it. We're going to have your t-shirt made. Right?
And I enjoy this conversation so much that I will have to put together a part 3 because there's two things I want to add to marriage. I want to talk about this B. Smith situation, and we don't have time today. So of him moving in amidst just while he takes care of his wife with Alzheimer's. So that's one thing I want to talk about. It was actually something else I wanted to talk about.
We had stuff on here
that's related to marriage. So we're gonna have to do a part 3. So y'all let me know what's another Thursday. Maybe next Thursday might be too soon, but tell me another Thursday you guys can come back. Okay. You want to come back next Thursday?
When can we let you know?
You can let me know anytime. You can come back next Thursday or Thursday after next. But I want to do a part 3.
I'm saying like between tonight and tomorrow just to make sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I want to talk about, because from somebody who went through an illness, so the B. Smith, and I want to talk about spouses who leave their other spouse because they're sick. So I have a lot of women in these breast cancer groups I'm in where their husbands have left them because they have breast cancer. I want to talk about that, and I will definitely want to talk about this B. Smith thing because I think homeboy's foul. I don't care if he is taking care of her. You can wait to at least don't bring the woman into your house. So I want to talk about that. So y'all let me know, and I'm gonna make Keith come in here so we can all 4 of us can get on this conversation.
Yeah, I said we should be in here together.
Yeah. I'm gonna drag Keith in for that one. But I thank everybody for listening. And remember that our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Still I rise, still we rise. Till the next time, good night. Still I rise, no matter what may come my way. My roots are great, I stand strong each and every day.
You're listening to Still I Rise Tea Party with Tarsha T. Rodgers, only on LA Talk Radio.